The 1970s. A decade when fashion was funky, disco was groovy, and our food, well, let us just say, was a bit questionable. Forget about health awareness. This was the time when quick fix meals, neon-colored snacks, and some very innovative ideas just didn't age well. So let's dive into 15 of the most outrageously unhealthy foods that people loved back in the day. From sugary sodas to processed snacks, the 70s had it all. While some of these items might seem pretty nostalgic, they also come up with a hefty dose of health concerns. Nevertheless, they still somehow manage to shape American diets today. Let's get started. Iconic early 70s foods that set the trend. Number 1. Tab soda. First up is Tab soda, the very drink responsible for the diet soda craze. It was Coca-Cola's first diet soda. A plus point was the can came in bright colors like hot pink, which grabbed the attention instantly. It became super popular in the 1970s as a calorie-free alternative to regular soda. It promised all the flavor with none of the calories. However, people at that time were not aware of the fact that it was loaded with artificial sweeteners like saccharin. This particular artificial flavor led to many health concerns later on, including increased cravings for sweet foods and heightened cancer risks. It also had a bit of a weird aftertaste, but back then, no one seemed to mind. They chugged this soda down thinking they were making a smart choice by switching to a zero-calorie soda. In reality, it was far from it. But hey, in the 70s, the diet fad was all about keeping appearances, and Tab fit right in. Number 2. Jell-O salads. If there is that one dish that screams 1970s potluck, it is this infamous food, Jell-O salads. Even the name of the dish is quite unique. Just imagine you are at a party, and there is this colorful bowl with a vibrant and jiggling mold of lime, orange, and strawberry. And you also notice some chunks of vegetables, or even a few bits of meat. Sounds appealing to the eye. That's our Jell-O salad. Back then, these colorful and vibrant salads were the height of culinary creativity. People felt proud of their wobbly masterpieces and presented them at different gatherings. They looked like they belonged more in a science lab than at the dinner table. But people loved them. They never cared about their nutrition. While Jell-O on its own is mostly sugar, water, and artificial colors, these salads didn't exactly help things from a nutrition standpoint. A few bits of vegetables and meat did not add to any actual health value. Well, at that time, food was more about fun, just like everything else. Number 3. TV dinners. Let's talk about convenience, and our next food on the list pops up.
Lucky me, my wife uses Swanson TV turkey dinners, and make your husband lucky too.
Imagine coming home, grabbing one of those aluminum trays from your freezer, popping it in the oven, and voila! You had a full hot meal, ready to go, just like microwavable popcorn. You had Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes, and a brownie on the side. It felt like you were dining in a 3-star restaurant. And the best part about these dinners was that you could prepare and eat them without missing out on your favorite TV show. A comedy show and a TV dinner. Bingo! You just entered your own created mini heaven. But here's the catch about these TV dinners. They were loaded with sodium. They were like your own sodium bomb. They were filled with preservatives and packed with artificial flavors for the sake of keeping them fresh. These meals may have been quick and easy, but they weren't exactly doing justice to anyone's blood pressure. Nevertheless, they soon became a staple in American families as they were just embracing fast and processed foods. Number 4. Cheese balls. Cheese balls. If there was that one snack that has it all, the fun, the quirkiness, and addiction, hell yeah, that will be the neon orange cheese puffs. Leaving your fingers dusted in cheese powder. These were light, crunchy, and cheesy, or so we thought. These balls of fun were a must-have at parties. They were perfect for snacking, sharing, and mindlessly munching by the handful. But here's the downside. Cheese balls are also high in calories and saturated fats. One serving can pack around 300 calories. They often contain artificial additives too, which don't do your body any favors. Therefore, even though these balls might seem cheesy and addictive, they do not improve your nutrition. They were simply enjoyable, but whatever. Wasn't the 1970s all about having fun? Number 5. Tang. A beverage that seemed to be made of pure magic. Thanks to NASA, this product became the symbol of the future, as astronauts famously drank it in space. And that's how it became the first soft drink to circle Earth. Tang was more than just a drink to both children and adults. It was an adventure in a glass, a taste of space exploration that could be made in your own kitchen. It wasn't hard work to make Tang. Just add water and stir, and you have your healthy orange drink loaded with vitamin C, or so they claimed. The reality was that Tang was just sugar and artificial flavors, with a nick of coloring to make it look more authentic. Yes, it had some added vitamin C, but the rest was pretty much just sugary, orange-flavored powder. Tang fills you up with empty calories that don't satisfy your thirst or hunger. Regardless of this, Tang was an instant hit. After all, NASA's endorsement backed it up. Mid-70s, when processed foods took center stage. Number 6. Hamburger Helper. Hamburger Helpers were packaged food products by General Mills in the early 1970s. They were working like magic as they became the ultimate dinnertime helpers. It was a lifesaver for busy families because all you needed was a box and a pound of ground beef to prepare a hot meal in a matter of minutes. They used a clever slogan: Hamburger Helper helps your hamburger make a great meal. But here's what they did not advertise. Hamburger Helper was loaded with salt and a whole lot of artificial ingredients. Even the sauce and seasoning packs were like a packet of preservatives and flavor enhancers. They were tasty and quick to make, no doubt, but they weren't doing any wonders for anyone's health. However, many people found Hamburger Helper to be a staple because it was easy, inexpensive, and convenient. Although it did not exactly provide anyone with actual nutrition, it did satisfy your craving. Number 7. Vienna Sausages. Tiny sausages in a can. Vienna sausages were a curious snack that gained a surprising following in the 1970s. They were like little odd foods packed in cans of briny liquid. They had an odd appeal as well. They were soft, salty, and easily eaten straight out of the can. These were really cool and convenient snacks for busy families, hikers, and campers. And the best part about them, they were affordable as well. Nevertheless, the truth can be different. They were little cans of sodium, and you never know which meat cuts they used to make these sausages. The ingredients list was quite unhealthy, as it included a mix of meat, preservatives, and fillers, making the sausages shelf-stable. They were not essentially nutritional powerhouses, making them an extremely unhealthy food choice. But they seem to prove that people will, at times, value convenience over health. Number 8. Kool-Aid. Imagine a drink that's a bit flashy and bold, with its vibrant hues and catchy slogan. Oh yeah! Kool-Aid took the 1970s by storm, as it was packed with vibrant hues, making it look cool. It instantly became the go-to drink for kids, whether it was a birthday party, picnic, or just an afternoon treat. The cherry on top is that they made the ads in such a way that it seemed like a fun, kid-friendly drink, which made every summer day complete. But Kool-Aid wasn't as cool as it appeared. Just like Tang, it was just a pack filled with preservatives and sugar, along with the flavors that gave it its bright, eye-catching appearance. It fulfilled the fantasy of tasting different flavors, but these flavors were artificial and did not benefit anyone's teeth or overall health. Number 9. Pop-Tarts. Next up is Pop-Tarts. Tasty and convenient, they made preparing breakfast into a quick and easy task. These frosted pastries were available in different flavors like strawberry, brown sugar, cinnamon, and chocolate fudge. They instantly resonated with the kids and adults alike, who were always in favor of something sugary to start their day. Unsurprisingly, the gooey filling and colorful frosting made mornings a little more exciting because they were like a breakfast dessert. But as far as the nutrition fact is concerned, they were hardly a wholesome choice. Rich in refined flour, sugar, and artificial flavors, they were more of a treat than a healthy breakfast choice. Simply put, Pop-Tarts were quick, inexpensive, and entertaining, but they were not really brightening anyone's day. They did, however, play a significant role in the 1970s, helping to establish that breakfast could be quick and portable, even if it was not healthful. Number 10. SpaghettiOs.
Go American! Oh, SpaghettiOs!
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This catchphrase became extremely popular along with the little pasta rings. These rings were glazed well with tomato sauce, which made SpaghettiOs a staple in the pantry of every kitchen in the 1970s. This canned pasta was designed to be fun and easy to make. Being a huge hit with kids, SpaghettiOs was an easy solution to lunchtime or even dinner. It might be adored by everyone, even the picky eaters in the family. But here's the truth. It was packed with a lot of sodium and preservatives to keep it shelf-stable. The sauce was finger-licking tasty, but it was extremely high in sugar and salt. It didn't offer much nutrition, just a bunch of empty calories. SpaghettiOs were ultimately about convenience and fun rather than actual sustenance. Despite this, they became an American classic, as children everywhere could not get enough of that pasta in a can. Late 70s. Fast food and microwave meals take off. Number 11. KFC Original Recipe. By the late 1970s, KFC's original recipe fried chicken had become a sensation. Colonel Sanders' secret blend of 11 herbs and spices rendered this chicken irresistible, and it soon became a hit. Families lined up for a bucket of crispy fried goodness. It was a treat that people saved for family dinners, picnics, and even special occasions. KFC was more than just fast food. It was finger-licking good, as the slogan advertised. But this little crispy crust and juicy meat treat came at a cost. KFC fried the chicken in hydrogenated oils, which meant that each piece contained trans fat, a type of fat that we now know is bad for heart health. People were not worried about it back then. They were more concerned with the flavor than with the unhealthy fat. Nonetheless, the taste and nostalgia have kept KFC a popular choice even today. Number 12. McDonald's Big Mac. The Big Mac was considered the king of fast food in the late 70s. Some might consider it even today. Thanks to its unique blend of special sauce, sesame seed bun, and a double beef patty, it was an instant hit with the American crowd. And on top of that, they really did a tremendous job with advertising, making it seem like the ultimate treat. Soon everyone was hooked on this indulgent burger. With 3 layers of bread and 2 layers of beef, it was a big, bold choice that reflected the burgeoning fast food culture. But let's talk nutrition here, and I bet that Big Mac was not much of a winner. It was packed with saturated fat, calories, and sodium. It was a loaded meal that wasn't healthy at all. But in the 1970s, fast food was a new trend. It soon became an American classic. Even today, the Big Mac is a popular menu item. But we now know to enjoy it in moderation, right?
Break today at McDonald's.
Number 13. Steakums.
Got a minute? Then you've got time for a hot steak sandwich.
Steakums entered the market as a quick-fix steak that could be prepared in minutes. These were thinly cut frozen strips of beef, which promised to bring the flavors of a classic Philly cheesesteak right to your kitchen. The only thing you had to do was toss them on a skillet, and you had your sizzling slices ready to go in no time. The huge selling point of these baddies was the convenience with which they were made. Families were busy mostly, so they needed a quick fix. Steakums did just that. Now they could easily enjoy a meaty meal without the fuss of handling raw steak. But, Steakums were not exactly steak in the conventional sense. To make these strips, chopped and processed beef was used with a mix of fillers, binders, and preservatives to keep them affordable and shelf-stable. They did not have nutritional value, and the minus point was that they were pre-cooked and then frozen, making their texture weird as compared to the fresh one. Despite these advantages, people enjoyed the quick convenience and flavor of Steakums, making them a popular item in the 1970s. Looking back, it is obvious why they were not the healthiest option. But what about nostalgia? Steakums have a place in the hearts of many. Number 14. Doritos. Doritos took snacking to a whole new level with their nacho cheese flavor, which quickly became an American favorite. These chips were irresistible with their crunchy texture and cheesy flavor, making them a must-have snack at any gathering. You could never stop yourself once you open the bag. They came with pretty unique flavors, bold colors, and irresistible crunch, which made them a signature classic American snack. However, Doritos were anything but nutritious. They were high in artificial flavors, colors, and salt, making them more of a treat than a healthy snack. They were high in chemical additives, which gave them the desirable cheesy taste. The after effect of these chips was left on your finger, making them orange, which was actually a reminder of the blend of all the artificial flavors. Even so, people loved the taste, and Doritos became a cultural icon. Number 15. Quick chocolate powder. Imagine a chocolate-flavored powder that transformed your milk into a dessert. Yep, that was what quick chocolate powder promised. It was like a Halloween treat for children. They adored it. Plain milk was transformed into a rich chocolatey drink with a few spoonfuls, making it ideal for breakfast or quick snack. Parents bought it for the extra fun it added to milk, and the kids could not get enough of it. But here's the catch. Quick was far from a healthy beverage. It was simply a chocolate-flavored powder loaded with sugar. It transformed milk into a sugary dessert rather than a nutritious beverage, thanks to its high sugar content and artificial flavors. While it was advertised as a way to encourage children to drink more milk, the high sugar content made it more akin to chocolate syrup than a nutritious addition. Looking back, it was a fun treat, but not something you would want to serve to your children on a daily basis. Even though we now know that Quick was not the best option, the nostalgia for it remains. With this, our journey of diving into the list of the 15 most unhealthy foods from the 1970s comes to an end. Although the 1970s was a really cool era, their food choices were kinda questionable. ranging from eye-catching neon-colored snacks to sugary drinks and processed meat. They were just having the taste of fast food. But hey, these foods are part of our history, telling us about a time when convenience reigned supreme. Did any of these items spark some nostalgia? Let us know in the comments if any of these foods are still hiding in your pantry. And don't forget to subscribe for more blasts from the past. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on another journey into our history.